Alrighty, so in this video, I wanted to walk you through how we're able to manage upward of thousands of affiliates per month for our shop clients in order to scale to 100K per month on TikTok. So here, I'd like to actually walk you through the journey, the structure of how you are actually tackling affiliate marketing right now on TikTok Shop. Walk you through the process step by step. And then after this, I'm going to show you the tracker that we actually use internally right now to help our clients to stay organized and stay on top of affiliates that we can leverage for content, for ads. So a little bit about me. I'm currently running a TikTok Shop focused agency where we help 8-9-figure brands to expand their presence and to see success immediately on TikTok Shop by leveraging affiliate marketing, shopping ads, own content, and we're also dabbling into live shopping as we are moving into Q3, Q4 of 2024. So with all that said, let's just get started here. So this is kind of like a mind map of how exactly the affiliate marketing process happens. So first, just gonna give you a rough understanding of how many affiliates are actually in the pool currently on TikTok Shop. So there are roughly around 240,000 affiliates currently on TikTok. There will be affiliates that have done super well, and even today it's very competitive and very hard to get them to be interested in your product, your brand, unless you're a household name or you're open to paying them upfront payment first, and they will also earn commissions in the content. So as you're coming into this affiliate pool, there are a few things that's going to happen. So first is you're going to start to reaching out to affiliates, and especially the ones that you think will represent your brand well, your product well, and these affiliates, if after you're reaching out to them, they express interest, then they will become a partner affiliate for your brand. At the same time, there will still be a vast majority of affiliates you haven't really connected with. So right at the back here, I think one thing that will really, impact the speed of how successful you are in affiliate marketing is how fast you're able to get this partnered affiliate pool as big as the remaining affiliate pool, if not even more. So shops that we know, they have been doing this affiliate thing for a few months now, and they already have a very big pool of affiliates they have partnered with, and they have sent free samples to. So I think even at step one, some of these like more successful shops are doing volume versus some smaller shops are just partnering and sending follow-ups, sending invites to a few selected affiliates. All right, so if we move on to next step, basically after, you send out a few sample requests to affiliates, there are going to be two diversions here. First is there will be GMV generated affiliates that have made great content and they have made sales with your brand. So obviously these are the cream of the top, and these essentially are the affiliates we care the most about. And the second will be just affiliates who created content, but nothing really worked. They didn't really generate any sales. And quite honestly, those will be 80 or even not 90% of the folks, of the affiliates that you have sent samples to. But that is just nature of the game. You will not be able to get 100% hit rate with any product or any brand. So here, coming back to GMV generated affiliates, this is really where I think most brands and most agencies will need to spend, I would say 99% of the time, continuing to nurture that relationship, making sure that they're still interested and they are still able to constantly create good quality content. So here, so here, after that, so the way that you can be able to sustain a relationship is either through a community where you can create a Discord, WhatsApp, or Facebook group where you continue to, engage with these affiliates on a personal basis, or you can pay commission. You can pay upfront payment to some of these affiliates and say, hey, we would love to continue working with you, and we would love to pay a fixed fee in exchange of a few videos from you. Or you can also do a commission boost or giving them some sort of rewards. So stuff like that, it's always a great way that you're able to, prolong that relationship. And then going back to the content creator affiliates. So obviously I don't think it's wise that you just leave them, you just kind of like stop communicating with them, even if their content doesn't seem to be working that well. What you can do is continue the education and making sure that you give them pointers and feedback on the content, because we have seen in cases where affiliates will improve. After we share the feedback with them, they will be able to get better at their content and eventually start to do better in their videos, and eventually, also get sales in the third or even fourth or fifth video that they create. So that is what you need to do in terms of, okay, so now I have this pool of affiliates, these list of affiliates I partner up with, what we need to do next to make sure that they generate GMV. And in parallel to that, there obviously will be affiliates that you have never reached out to. And then you should not be stopping this effort of continuing reaching out to affiliates so that you can grow this pie of partnered affiliates, as I mentioned earlier when I was walking through the first step. And obviously, I think there are also a huge pool of unqualified affiliates that I just feel like you don't need to bother really doing anything with, because at the end of the day, there definitely will be more unqualified affiliates versus qualified and even GMV generated affiliates for your brand and for your product. So hopefully this walkthrough is helpful to kind of crystallize the things that need to happen in order for you to eventually get to this stage where you're having a lot of GMV generated affiliates and you're creating a community, or there's a way for you to really manage and run a community of the top performing affiliates. Okay, so at this stage, there are a lot of things that need to happen. You're reaching out to your new affiliates. You're also warming up and connecting, continuing the relationship with the partner affiliates. So you cannot do this just without a way to record or to document everything that you are doing, all the affiliates you are partnered with. So here, I will actually introduce a tracker that internally we're using at the agency to help make sure that we don't let any affiliates fall through the cracks, that we are constantly, updating this, making sure we know who has created content, who has generated GMV, who is the best performing affiliates for us. So I highly recommend you to create a tracker like this. So there are a few tabs also that we are utilizing. For example, if you're purely doing auto sample request, you can just use this tab. But if you have menu sample request, you can, create also a similar tab like this, where you will be manually sending out these samples to affiliates. And also, like I said earlier, you want to keep a tab of the best performing affiliates for you guys, so that you can eventually create a community and stuff like that. And also metrics tracking. So this is more for our internal use, where we want to look at, okay, how much GMV generated for, let's say, affiliates that day, and total GMV generated, so stuff like that. And customer support. This is where, we need to facilitate any refund, any exchange, and stuff like that is happening inside the shop. So I think the key message here is managing upward to thousands of affiliates doesn't happen just on a whim. You will need a documentation process system where you are very closely looking at, okay, who has I reached out to today? Who has I sent samples to today? How am I able to, stay in touch with best performing affiliates? So this is definitely not a easy task. I would say that it's pretty time consuming, and you will definitely need a person who is helping you out with this on a full-time basis, to making sure that you are doing all the right steps constantly, basically every day. So if you have any questions regarding this, how we are managing the affiliates and that tracker I just shared in the video, feel free to drop your question, comment below, and we'd love to, help other people who are also trying to figure out how to manage these affiliate system and to scale the shops, to 100K, 6 figures right away.